about the housing thing. I want to show you again different media attitudes, right? Prime Minister makes an announcement that has blown lefties' heads off, and it is fantastic to see because it is you in charge of your money and all of that. Oh, it's a destruction of the superannuation system. If you sell the joint, it goes back into your superannuation, okay? Unlike Albo's scheme, where you have to pay the government back when you sell. Have a look at how the media was screaming at the PM today.
Prime Minister.
Influential members of your own party in recent years have come out against this super for housing idea. Malcolm Turnbull came out last year and said that it was the craziest idea he'd heard. Are they all wrong, and why is it suddenly a good idea?
By what percentage increase are you anticipating this policy will add to house prices, and have you thought carefully about this policy?
So the telltale signs of an economic slowdown are all around us. We've got rising interest rates, rising cost of living, falling house prices. Can you guarantee that Australia isn't sort of heading into a recession?
Well, I'd have to pull you up on the presumption of your question. You've just told me house prices are increasing. No, saying, and now you're saying they're falling. Okay, who want to stand with the big union super funds? I'm going to stand with the home buyer. That's who I'm standing with.
Versus, of course, Matt, when it was Albo saying he wants to buy 40% of your house and you have to pay him back with interest at the other end. Oh, no, that was fine, barely a murmur the next day. This housing policy is about everything you need to understand in a crystallisation of the philosophies of Team Red and Team Blue, right?
It shows exactly the difference and the choice at this election. The Labor Party and their supporters in the media are never more uncomfortable when they learn that you might be able to control your own money, you might be able to spend the savings that you've worked very hard to accumulate, and they're never more comfortable when they are allowed to spend other people's money. Because the Labor Party plan for so-called housing is to take all of the hard-working men and women here at this pub tonight who have had a hard day at work and are letting some steam off with a few drinks. They've got to pay tax today. In fact, this week, they'll have to pay tax on average. They'll be paying tax for the first 2 days of this week. We'll have to go to the taxpayers. They're still on the taxpayers' clock on Monday night, and that money gets off to Canberra and they spend it in the Labor Party's place on other people in terms of their government-owned housing scheme. We believe that the money you make, you should control. It shouldn't be in the control of the bank, shouldn't be in control of big unions. And let's just face here, the choice here is a Labor Party policy plan that's backed by the banks, backed by big unions, and the Liberal and National Party who are backing you. So if you support banking the banks and you want to see them make more money, sure, go and vote for Anthony Albanese. If you actually want something in the future for you and you to control your life and start the most important investment you can make in your own home and your own family, Liberal National Party is your choice.
This is why would you bet your house on Albo, Rowan?
Of course not. And this is why when the Liberals stick to their core key conservative values, that it's your money, it's your home, it's your life, let's get government out of people's lives, they are unbeatable. That's the Liberal Party I want to see in government.
Good man. Thank you, lads. Do appreciate it. Talk to you again. Big week ahead here on Paul Murray Live.